Your baby's first year will pass faster than you are ready for. One day you are struggling to button a onesie on a fragile newborn, and the next, you are chasing a toddler who just learned how to open the front door. Between the sleepless nights and the endless diaper changes, something incredible and invisible is happening. While you are busy checking apps, scrolling milestone charts, and anxiously comparing your child to your neighbor's baby, there is an entire hidden sequence unfolding inside your baby's brain. It is a biological sequence that those pediatrician checklists barely scratch the surface of. Welcome to the Kids Growth Lab. Today, we aren't just listing milestones. We are decoding the neuroscience of the first 365 days. I'm going to show you the developmental blueprint, the why behind the what. We will cover the great blooming of neural connections, why you should throw away your baby walker, and the simple, science-backed games you can play to boost their brain at every stage. This is the complete roadmap to your baby's first year. Before we look at the calendar, we need to understand the architecture. Right now, your baby's brain is growing faster than it ever will again. In the first year alone, it nearly doubles in size. But it's not just getting bigger, it's getting denser. This is called synaptic blooming. Every time you touch, talk to, or feed your baby, you are firing a connection between neurons. If that connection gets used often, it gets coated in a substance called myelin. Think of myelin as insulation for electrical wires. The more myelin, the faster the brain works. But here's the rule that governs physical growth: cephalocaudal development. That is a fancy science term that means head to toe. Your baby gains control of their head before their core before their arms, or arms before their legs. This is why a baby can see you before they can reach for you, and why they can sit before they can walk. It isn't random, it is engineering. Now let's watch this engineering unfold, month by month. Month 1 is the Great Adjustment. Developmental experts call this the fourth trimester. Imagine this: you've spent 9 months floating in warm, quiet darkness. Gravity was weak. Temperature was constant. Suddenly, bright lights, loud noises, cold air, hunger pangs, and gravity pulling at your heavy limbs. Your newborn isn't being fussy. Your nervous system is in shock. This brings us to the first critical concept: co-regulation. Your baby cannot calm themselves down. Their brain literally lacks the hardware to do it. They need you to be their external brain. When you do skin-to-skin contact, science shows your heart rate actually synchronizes with theirs. Your body temperature regulates theirs. You aren't spoiling them by holding them. You're stabilizing their biology so their brain has the energy to grow. Month 2 is the social awakening. Around 6 to 8 weeks, the magic happens. The social smile. This isn't gas. This is the first time your baby's prefrontal cortex says, "I know who you are, and I like you." At the same time, their vision is sharpening. At birth, they saw the world as a blurry watercolor painting. Now, they can track moving objects. By month 3, head control improves dramatically. During tummy time, your baby should be lifting their head to 45 degrees, maybe even 90. This looks like a neck workout, but it's actually a brain workout. They are building the vestibular system, their sense of balance in space. Here's a lab activity for this stage. Babies love high contrast. Take a black and white picture book or card. Hold it 10 inches from their face. Wait for them to lock eyes with it. Then slowly move it to the right, then to the left. You are physically training their eye muscles and their attention span. It's simple but powerful. Month 4 is when the world turns over. Rolling. Usually front to back first, because their head is heavy. When your baby rolls, 2 things happen. 1, they realize they are not stuck. They have autonomy. 2, their depth perception locks in. This is also when hand-eye coordination comes online. Before this, their hands were just random objects flying through space. Now, they see a toy. They want the toy, and their brain calculates the distance to grab the toy. Month 5 is the invisible workout. Most parents ask, "Is he sitting yet?" But in the lab, we look at what happens before the sitting. We look at the tripod. Watch your baby on the floor. Are they pushing up on straight arms? Are they rocking? Are they bringing their feet to their mouth? Yes. Toes in the mouth is a milestone. It stretches the hamstrings and builds core awareness. Month 6 is the golden age of sitting. Most babies can sit with support now, or maybe even alone for a few seconds. This changes everything. Now their hands are free. They aren't using hands to hold themselves up, so they use hands to explore. They bang toys together. They transfer a block from left to right. It's this cross-lateral movement, and it strengthens the connection between the left and right hemispheres of the brain. We need to talk about containers, bouncers, swings, jumpers, and especially baby walkers. Marketing tells you these help your baby develop. Science tells us the opposite. When a baby is in a walker, they are often on their tiptoes. This tightens their calf muscles and teaches them the wrong center of gravity. It can actually delay independent walking. Plus, it traps them. A baby on the floor struggles, turns, and pivots. A baby in a container just sits. The rule is to use them if you need a safe place to put the baby while you cook dinner, but limit it to 15 minutes a day. The floor is the best gym your baby will ever have. Month 7 brings object permanence. Up until now, if you hid a toy under a blanket to your baby, that toy ceased to exist, gone forever. Around month 7, they realize that it is still under there. This is object permanence. This is why separation anxiety kicks in right now. They realize that when mom leaves the room, she is somewhere else, and they want her back. It is emotionally exhausting for you, but cognitively, it is a massive leap in intelligence. Month 8 and 9 brings movement, but listen closely. Your baby does not have to crawl on hands and knees. Some babies army crawl, dragging their belly. Some scoot on their bum. Some bear walk on hands and feet. As long as they are coordinating both sides of their body to move forward, it counts. In fact, some babies skip crawling entirely and go straight to cruising. Research shows this does not lower their IQ or cause reading problems later. Stop stressing about the perfect crawl. Here is a lab activity. Your baby is mobile now, so build a brain gym. Put pillows on the floor. Put a tunnel or a cardboard box in the middle of the room. Place their favorite toy just out of reach. Forcing them to navigate over a pillow or around a box teaches spatial awareness and problem solving. They aren't just moving muscles. They are solving a physics puzzle. Month 10 is the fine motor revolution. Watch their hands. The pincer grasp appears. Instead of raking at food with their whole palm, they use their thumb and pointer finger to pick up a single pea or Cheerio. This precision grip is unique to primates. It is the same motor skill they will eventually use to hold a pencil, tie shoes, and type on a keyboard. Month 11 is receptive language. Your baby understands far more than they can say. If you say, "Where's the ball?" they look for it. If you say no, they pause. Sometimes, this is called receptive language. Parents often worry because their baby isn't talking yet. But language is an iceberg. The spoken words are just the tip. The understanding underneath is huge. Month 12, the toddler transition. Happy birthday. You made it. Your baby might be taking their first shaky steps. Or they might be happy cruising along the furniture. The walking window is wide. Anywhere from 9 months to 15 months is completely normal. Biomechanically, walking is a controlled fall. It requires immense confidence. If your baby is cautious, they might wait. If they are a daredevil, they might go early. Neither predicts who will be an athlete later. I want to empower you, not scare you. But knowledge is power. Most variations are normal. But there are specific signals that say, we need to check this. Call your pediatrician if by 3 months there is no social smile and no eye contact. By 4 months, if their head still flops back uncontrollably. By 9 months, if they cannot sit on their own without you holding them. By 12 months, if they are not pointing at things they want. Pointing is a huge communication milestone. And by 12 months, if they lose a skill they used to have, which is called regression. Trust your gut. You are the expert on your child. Something feels off, push for an evaluation. Early intervention is effective and free in many places. Let's zoom out. A year ago, this person didn't exist. They started as a bundle of reflexes. Now they are a person with a sense of humor, favorite foods, and a complex brain capable of love. You didn't teach them to roll. You didn't teach them to crawl. You provided the environment. You provided the safety. You provided the love. And their brain did the rest. Parenting isn't about forcing milestones. It's about clearing the path so they can climb the ladder themselves. You are doing a beautiful job. Now, as you enter the toddler years, the challenges change. The biggest mistake parents make next is buying the wrong toys that actually stop creativity. I broke down the only 5 toys you actually need for a 1-year-old in this video right here. It will save you hundreds of dollars. This is the Kids Growth Lab. Click that video, and I'll see you there.